The New York City subway system. Over 120 years old, the system is one of the few in the world to run 24/7, through rain or snow, but not hurricanes. It services 472 stations and nearly 2 billion riders annually. As amazing as the system is, it is notorious for being devastatingly confusing, leaving many a tourist going in the completely wrong direction. Let's start with the building block of the system, which is known as the bullet. Each of the 28 different train services to all 4 of New York City's boroughs has a bullet. From this bullet, we can get some basic information about this train. The color of a bullet corresponds to a group of a few different train services that usually go along the same track for a good distance. These groups make up a line. For example, the Broadway 7th Avenue line has red bullets with the numbers 1, 2, and 3 for its 3 services. These 3 services are on this line because they share the same path for a good part of Manhattan, and then they split out from each other as they leave Manhattan. Next, let me explain the difference between local and express service. So, in essence, at any given time, each train in the system is classified as either a local service or an express service. A train with local service will stop at every station along a line, while a train with express service will only stop at major stations or transit hubs along the line. In practice, most individual services will start off with local service in the outer boroughs, and connect with other services along that line, or express service. Whether a train is local or express in a certain area can be seen pretty clearly on a subway map. The letters and numbers in bold next to a station's name correspond to the services that stop there. Stations with a black dot are serviced only by local trains, while those with a white dot are serviced by both local and express trains. Within Manhattan, uptown trains run north and downtown trains run south. On a bigger scale, a train may be referred to as Bronx-bound, Brooklyn-bound, Queens-bound, or Manhattan-bound, depending on which area of the city the train ends up in. Be sure not to use station names as meeting locations because multiple stations can have the same name, and a single station can have multiple names. The operation of the subway also completely changes from midnight to 6 a.m., a time dubbed late night. If you're going to travel during this time, I recommend taking a look at the dedicated late night travel map. Lastly, let's talk about 2 exceptions of the system. First, the gray bullet with the letter S is used for 3 different short shuttle services throughout the system. And second, these 2 diamond-shaped bullets represent additional express trains that run only in the peak transit direction during rush hour along their respective lines. Have a question? Leave it in the comments and I'll respond. Subscribe.